friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and here is the camera comparison of two smartphones with great camera hardware, the Redmi Note 7 Pro with the OnePlus 60. Both the smartphones have good hardware for the price segment and also good camera hardware. So let's find out how they perform in the camera department. Talking about the specifications, the Redmi Note 7 Pro comes with a 48 megapixel f1.79 primary camera with Sony IMX586 sensor and a secondary 5 megapixel camera for depth sensing. On the front panel, it has a 13 megapixel f2.0 selfie camera along with screen flash. Coming to the OnePlus 60, it has a primary 16 megapixel camera with f1.7 aperture and a 20 megapixel secondary f1.7 aperture camera. It also has a 16 megapixel selfie camera with f2.0 aperture along with screen flash included. There is also optical image stabilization included, and that is the camera hardware of the OnePlus 60. First up, let's have a look at the video recording. Here both the smartphones can record videos in 1080p resolution as well as 4K supported on both the phones. The footage looks good on both as they are stabilized. But having a closer look, you can easily find out that the OnePlus 60 offers better video recording. There is also 4K at 30 and 60 fps on the 60, while the Note 7 Pro has 4K at 30 fps. The OnePlus 60 also offers stabilization at 4K 30 fps. So in terms of the video department, OnePlus 60 is the clear winner. Next up, the daylight captures. Looking at the pictures, you could see that there is hardly anything to differentiate between the two devices. Both the phones offer similar details, colors and sharpness levels in daylight shots. Even when you zoom into the picture, you could see similar performance on both the devices. The color reproduction also looks quite similar on both the phones. It is quite surprising how Redmi Note 7 Pro is competing with a phone in a totally different price segment. Now the major difference comes in the 48 megapixel mode, where the Redmi Note 7 Pro outperforms the OnePlus 60 with amazing details and sharpness levels. The Sony IMX586 sensor shows its real strength. Overall, in terms of the daylight conditions, it is tough to decide a winner as both are equally good. But when you move to the 48 megapixel mode, the Redmi Note 7 Pro definitely has the advantage. Now moving on to the low light images. Here we can see images on the OnePlus 60 was a tad superior than the Note 7 Pro in regular shots, and this is evident when you zoom in. But when light drops further, it is better to go with the night mode as both the devices offer night mode. Here we could see the Redmi Note 7 Pro getting you better results than the OnePlus 60 with better details and sharpness levels. Now coming to the portrait mode. Here we could see images shot on the Redmi Note 7 Pro offers better details and sharpness levels than the OnePlus 60. The skin tones and the colors are more accurate on the Note 7 Pro. The edge detection seems to be similar on both the devices, but overall in portrait mode, the Note 7 Pro excels. Finally, the selfie camera. The Note 7 Pro has a 13 megapixel selfie camera, while the OnePlus 60 has a 16 megapixel shooter. While selfies on both the devices look good, it is warmer on the Redmi Note 7 Pro. The sharpness levels are better on the OnePlus 60. But again, selfies are more of a personal choice, so you can decide based on the images. In portrait selfies, both are quite good with decent edge detection as well, and both misses out when there is a complex background. So this is the front facing camera sample on the Redmi Note 7 Pro, which can record videos in 1080p resolution, so you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front camera. So this is the front facing camera sample taken with the OnePlus 60, which is capable of recording videos in 1080p resolution, so you can judge yourself how good the clarity of the video is and also the audio output from the front camera. So that is the camera comparison of the Redmi Note 7 Pro with the OnePlus 60. So summing up, which is the better camera smartphone? It is quite surprising to see that a 14,000 priced Redmi Note 7 Pro is able to compete with a smartphone which is priced almost 2.5 times its price. In fact, in daylight shots, the Redmi Note 7 Pro definitely has an edge, and so is the case with portrait mode and also the night mode. while OnePlus 60 is clear winner in video recording, both in front and rear camera with better quality and stabilization and also audio output. So summing up, camera is just one part of the devices. There are many aspects where the OnePlus 60 beats the Note 7 Pro comfortably, including the processor, display and software. But if camera is your priority, especially photography, the Redmi Note 7 Pro gives you almost as good as images as you get on the OnePlus 60, and in fact better in many cases at less than half the price of it. So which is your pick among the two camera smartphones? Drop in your thoughts in the comment section. This is Nirmal signing off. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.